Hello and welcome to Rust Locker, and you are joining me today in the Civic because it turns out that seeing as we're now slap bang in the middle of winter, the old Aerodeck has become quite a good little winter daily. I've been working on the MX-5 a little bit, doing some bits and pieces, so that's been off the road, and the van hasn't been getting much use because work's pretty much dried up at the moment because of COVID and that, so I've been bombing around in the Civic mostly. Now, if you remember from the video that I posted when I first bought it, there were a few problems, little bits and pieces that were broken that needed fixing, so I've been steadily working my way through that list, and that went a little something like this. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to sort out is the heaters. Now, they're not totally broken. You might remember from a previous video I said that they don't work on number 1 and number 2. They only work on number 3 and number 4. That's not really a big deal, but it is nice to sometimes just have a little bit of heat coming out without listening to the fan going full blast. So I've bought a replacement part for that. Apparently what it is blower resistor or heater resistor. So yeah, that fits behind the glove box where I changed the cabin filter not long ago, so I've got to take all that apart again. So you basically have to undo a couple of bolts underneath the glove box. Undo those two underneath there and open the glove box. And then that comes away. Okay, I've removed the bar there that holds the glove box on. I don't know if you might not need to take that off, but I just did it for a bit of ease of access. Trying to get to this bit underneath here, I've undone a couple of screws that were up underneath there, holding this piece in. Right, so I've actually just spent the last 10-15 minutes trying to take apart all bits and pieces underneath here to try and get to the blower resistor. Turns out it's actually super easy. Up here where this connector is, there was just 2 screws, just need to undo those, and then the resistor will just come out of the top there. I unscrewed this thing up the top here, and this is what came out. So this is the resistor, and immediately I can tell that I've bought the wrong one, because the one that I've bought looks like that, and the one that's come out looks like this. The holes are in the wrong place for mounting. It's totally different, but I can see the problem now, because on here it says, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it says medium 1 low, medium 2 high, and if I flip it around, the one that says medium 1 and low, the spring or the fuse wire, whatever this is called, is actually snapped. So that's why the 2 low or 1 and 2 don't work, but 3 and 4 do, because it's got a much fatter coil on there. So yeah, this is junk. I don't know whether to buy a new one of these or whether to try and make this fit, because the plug fits in. It's 4 pin, fits in exactly, except that this does not fit in snugly there because the holes are in the wrong place and it's a wrong size thing. So I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to fit. I might need to order a different one of those, try and get one of these from somewhere. Oh dear, don't you just love working on cars? Okay, so it's a few days later and I've just received this new heater resistor in the post. If I can get it out, you can definitely see there's a big difference between this one and the old one. I'm no electrician, I don't know what this stuff is, but there's none left on that. So it turns out it's actually a really easy job. Just need to screw that back in there and plug the wire in. Don't need to touch any of this stuff or unclip it or anything. So that's all good. What I have now sort of discovered is that pretty much all of this is the same as a Rover, not the same as other Civics, so that's where the difference in part came from, but yep, should be an easy job just to put this back in. So literally just need to clip it up. And I find that using a ratchet with the screwdriver on attachment is actually easier for getting up in here to do things up and undo them. Okay, so let's see. Number 1, yeah, you can hear it going. 2, yes. 3, and 4. Okay, let's call this another job done. So, what have I got to do? Yeah, so I just got to put the glove box back now. Reattach that, put the glove box back in, and then move on to the next job. Okay, so the next thing to do, which has been annoying me for quite some time, it's not going to do it now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that judder is so annoying, and it's worse the faster it goes. So when it's really hammering down with rain, I'd rather let the windscreen get covered in rain to delay using the wipers as much as possible, just because that really does start to bang at you. So this is what I've got. Bosch Aero Twin wipers here, so I'm going to give these a go. Hopefully they're good. I've heard good things on the internet, so let's see, and they look really simple to fit, so let's change out those horrible things for these, and hopefully you see some improvement. So with these wipers, everything seems to be kind of self-contained within this plastic sort of case thing. I think you have to push these bits in, these tabs in, and lift that up, and then the arm of the wiper comes through there, over this and under, and then this closes over the top of it. So I always find it really difficult to remember what way it goes round, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it goes. So let me see outside. I think that is how you do it. As simple as that. That was actually pretty painless. So just looking at these wiper arms though, I need to do something about this. This looks a bit nasty, but so there we go. That was actually quite a simple, easy, quick mod to do, and let's give it a go. Okay, compared to how that was before, That is amazing, absolutely amazing. Love those. Definitely worth the extra money if you're thinking about these, because they're like don't know, these are more like 15 to 20 quid each instead of, you know, tenner for two on the standard ones. So yeah, they're a little bit more expensive, but they are definitely a nice little modification to do, especially if your wipers make some horrible screechy noises when you're going along. Okay, on to the next job, which is going to be headlight bulbs. I'm not looking forward to this, to be honest, because scuff knuckles guaranteed. Okay then, so to switch to something else, next thing I need to fix is the headlights. I thought the headlights were pretty dim. They are, but I've also only got one headlight working at the moment, so that makes it even worse. So I've got one dim headlight and a side light, and then just a side light on the other side, rather than just buy standard bulbs. And I've done an LED bulb conversion on the combo van. The link to that's up here, but for this I thought I'd do something different, just a straight replacement bulb, but I upgraded to the Philips White Vision because they're actually on sale and they come with two side light bulbs as well. So I'm going to give these a go, see what they're like. Here is a before shot of what my headlights were like. So now let's get to fitting these. Right, pop the bonnet. You can't see them at all, and the lenses are really dirty as well, so I'm going to give those a clean up too. Right, let's crack on with just changing the bulbs then. Okay, so starting with the easier side first, which is the airbox side. I just had to pull this airbox piece off and out and get better access. I think I might clean that out. So that's that side done. That was pretty painless. The other side though, look at this. So what I've done is I've undone the two top bolts on the headlight and undone the adjuster bolt just to give it a little bit of extra wiggle room so that I can get my hand down there. I've taken off the power steering reservoir and that gives me a little bit more room, but still it absolutely destroys your hands trying to do the same thing on this side. If you want to undo those, they're just two 10mm bolts. This bolt here, you have to actually undo it with a spanner whilst holding this Torx head screw down. So you put your Torx heads on top of that like that, and then unscrew the bolt with a spanner, and all it does is give me a little bit more room. Right, so now I've just got to put the lens covers back on. I actually, they're weird, but I quite like these lens covers. They're very like 90s. I can't find any like them on eBay except for silly money. So if anyone knows of where you buy replacement things like this, then let me know. One of the clips is broken. One of these is just snapped off there. I'd like to get another one of those if possible as well. So don't know where you find clips like that. But anyway, just got to chuck these on. Giving the lenses a good clean, giving these covers a good clean. So just clip back on like that, and so now all I've got to do is show you what they look like at night, and then a quick before and after. Well, that's going to just about do it for this video, so thank you very much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next one.